Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to look at AI again as last week. So last week we looked at AI for the wedding industry in terms of Midjourney. So this week we're going to look at AI for designers and how this is probably going to reflect on designers like digital artists and other job sectors. I do think in a few years time this could put some people out of work. So in the past I used to create movie posters. Some of them used to take around 8 hours to make, and it was just for fun. Like at Christmas time when I had loads of downtime period and I wasn't doing anything, I just created posters for fun. I did like Avengers, Star Wars, The Maze Runner, loads of others just for fun. I created a Predator one, that was really cool. And I used to use 3D assets from a website called Pixel Squid. So you download the 3D assets and then you could rotate them however you wanted. They sometimes included shadows, and then I could overlay textures and materials and colors on top of those to create what I wanted. So hence the Predator poster. All the skulls is basically one skull from Pixel Squid, and then I've created a pile, put the Predator on top and created it like that. These days with things like Midjourney, we can use AI now to basically give it a command, say, let's say we're going to make the World War Z poster, which you can see here. Basically all I need is a zombie running down the street in a post-apocalyptic world with cars on fire or whatever. You give it the command, generate the image and the background, overlay your building block, your titles, job done. So all of these posters took around 20 minutes. It's not long at all. So where this would come in handy is where digital artists would create something like a zombie poster where it doesn't have to be full on accurate. It's a zombie. Whereas obviously an actor, say Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Lawrence, you do need their actual likeness in the poster. But for things like fantasy or zombies, anything that's not reality, you could get away with using a digital image from Midjourney. Questions of intellectual property right and copyright, who owns that copyright to that image? I'm not a lawyer, save that for somebody else. Could you imagine Warner Brothers creating a digital background for a movie poster from Midjourney? Splash it throughout the world. Are the robots calling their lawyers? I don't know. So we'll just have to see how things go in the future, but this AI system can create movie posters in say like 15-20 minutes. I mean, it takes 25-30 seconds to create the background. The rest of the time is me adding in the building blocks and text, or adding in certain other elements, like on this Last of Us poster. Obviously I've took Joel and the girl, placed them into the background that I created, and then manipulated it, added the text in the background so it was masked out, things like that. So let's have a little look at how I created these. I might only do one or two, or I'll speed them all up so you're not here for ages. But you can see how very, very, very easy it is to create something that looks pretty damn good in 20 minutes using a combination of Midjourney and a bit of graphic design skills. So let's take a look at that now. I thought we'd start with The Last of Us. So here's the assets I used for this poster. So a few of the broadcaster logos, the background here, which is what I generated from Midjourney. So I do use the one with the cars, but here's a few examples as I create a few. So let's dive straight into this bit. So here I started with the background element that I created in Midjourney. I placed the characters in, masked them out. It took about 2 minutes really. It didn't take very long at all. Had to do a little bit of manual adjusting in post on the mask, but you can see straight away within a couple of minutes of creating an image on Midjourney, placing some characters in, we're halfway there. So I've then just got to basically play with the curves and make them blend in a bit better really. So here add a gradient and then basically create a blend mode of soft light. Straight away we're getting where we sort of want to be. We add a color fill in of 50% gray, add the noise, drop that to overlay, and that helps blend any elements together with a background. Play with the curves again, we're sort of getting the colours I want, so I tried to go for a bit of a blue and orange feel, and then I think in the end I just went more towards the reds. So it's just a bit of trial and error, and then started putting the broadcaster logos in. Obviously it's only on Disney, I think, but you know, we're making a fictitious poster, so it doesn't really matter. And then we're pretty much good to go. So here I just need to add the title. So I got the title off Google. I thought I'll put it in the background, mask it behind the subjects, play with it, see where it looks best, and then add the billing block. So very easy poster to make. This took probably 10-15 minutes in total, 20 minutes max, and then just a final gradient, and as you can see, I'm finished. So here I wanted to create a Dark Knight poster. So this is obviously the original movie poster. So I wanted to see if I could create something similar. So I used it as a prompt to create these Midjourney backgrounds, and they're not bad, are they? This is the one I went for. These are the assets I was going to use. So I've got like the titles and things like that. So let's get right into it. This one's really nice and quick. So Midjourney's done most of the work. We've got the background. So all I'm going to do here is obviously find the original poster, and I'm going to blend the Batman into it. So I tried this one first and I wasn't that keen. So let's just get to the point where I put the original movie poster in. So I added the Dark Knight logo at the top, and now I'm just basically going to mask around the original movie poster and add it into situation. So yeah, obviously I need to remove some stuff just so I could pull down the actual actors and things like that. But if I had access to all of the assets like a digital artist would for the studio, putting this together would be a doddle. But the whole point of this is obviously using Midjourney to create the backgrounds, etc. And that background would have, someone might have had to go out on location and shoot that, and then our digital artist had to create it. You know, it is going to put people out the job. But here it's nearly finished. I've just added some licks of fire, because licks of fire always look good in a movie poster, and we're practically done. So this is the final movie poster. What do you think? 15-minute job, nice and easy. I didn't stop there. Here's the Dawn of the Dead poster that I made. So when there's no more room left in hell, I put that behind. Lord of the Rings. Look at that. I mean, these would have took someone ages to create. This took like 25 seconds in Midjourney. So this is where, if it's not an actual human being and it's fantasy related, Midjourney could be amazing. This, for things like Transformers, I mean, look at this. They look so real. Obviously, they would need to look identical to the Transformers. I mean, look at this. If you're a celebrity, I'd be scared that my likeness could be made like that. So that was a little look at AI for designers and potentially digital artists, and whether it's going to affect them in the future. But you can see how easy it was to create really good looking official marketing materials for a movie. But we could use this technology to resonate into other areas as well. There are so many AIs now. I think I seen a list the other day of about 100 different AIs. I think I came across one called Framer, and that'll build you a website, or 5 different examples of a website to start from. I do think in the future AI will put some people out of business. We're going to have to adapt. God, I haven't got the answers. It's a brave new world. I'll see you in the next video.